You are watching this video, a great use of the present continuous tense. Let's go with how to use it in this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Perfect English with me, Alex. In this week's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the present continuous tense. And this tense has four main uses. It can talk about actions that are happening now, something that is planned for the future, how often something happens, and changing situations, things that are changing as we speak. So those are the four times to use it. Let's take a look at how to use it. First up, we have the verb to be. The first thing you need to know about using this tense is how to use the verb to be. And I have already done an English lesson on using this verb, so you can click the link here and watch that video now. But I will quickly go through how to use it in this video. The verb to be changes depending on who you are talking about. Who is the subject? It has different forms, so whoever the subject is tells us which form to use. I am. If the subject is yourself, use I am. You are. If the subject is the person you are talking to, use you are. He is, she is, it is. If the subject is a man, a woman, or a singular object, use he is, she is, it is. We are. If the subject is a group of people that includes yourself, use we are. And they are. If the subject is a group of people that does not include yourself, use they are. So these two words, I am, you are, he, she, it is, they are, and we are, almost always will be used in the present continuous tense. So make sure you learn those patterns. Let's take a look at how to structure the tense. So you will need three things to make a sentence using the present continuous tense. A subject, a form of to be, so is, am, are, and then a verb. So when you have those three things, you can use this tense. So now you have those three things, let's take a look at how to make a sentence using the present continuous tense. First up, the positive form. It needs a subject, a form of be, and then a verb with an ing. So the ing form of a verb, and then the rest of what you want to say. He is playing football at the moment. And the negative form, we have a subject, a form of to be, the word not, and then your verb with ing, and the rest of what you want to say. He is not playing football at the moment. And don't forget, you can contract is not and are not to make isn't and aren't. He isn't playing football at the moment. You aren't playing football at the moment. And how about a question form, the interrogative? This one is slightly different. It starts with a form of to be, then a subject, then the verb with ing, and then whatever you want to say. Is he playing football at the moment? So when it's a question, the verb to be comes first and the subject comes after. Is he playing football at the moment? So three different ways, positive, negative, and to ask a question, but they all have those three main parts. A subject, a form of to be, and then an ing verb, playing. A few more examples for you where you can see this tense working. I am not going to that party. They are selling their house. Prices are going up every year. She is running to school. We are driving at the moment. All of these examples, subject, to be, and ing verb. Now let's take a look at the different times to use this tense. When do we use it? Before that, just a reminder, If you are enjoying this video, please head down and leave a like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel to help my content be seen by more people. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's move on with when to use it. So there are 4 different times we can use this tense. Number 1, something that is happening now. So any action that is happening at the time of speaking, now. This is probably the most common use of this tense, and it talks about any action that is happening at the moment you are speaking. So it's now, at this moment in time. So my example from before, you are watching this video. It's happening now. It's not in the past, it's not in the future, it's happening now. You are watching this video now. It's continuing to happen in this moment. It's continuous. My brother is playing golf. Again, this is something that is happening now. He didn't play golf last week. He's not playing golf tomorrow. He's playing golf now. My brother is playing golf. They are driving to the airport. It is not raining. We are watching a film. All of these things are happening, or in the negative sense, not happening now. These things started to happen and are continuing now. And the second way we can use this tense is for something that is planned in the future. So anything that is confirmed or planned for the future, any activities, can use this ing present continuous tense. We are going shopping next weekend. Next weekend, we have a plan. We are going shopping. It's not happening now, but it's confirmed for the future. It's something that will happen in the future. We are going shopping next weekend. I can't come tomorrow. I'm playing football. So tomorrow, I'm playing football. It's a confirmed plan in the future. She is not selling her house next year. I'm meeting my friends tomorrow. And with these kind of sentences, it's very important that you specify when they are happening. If you don't say when they are happening, people will think these activities are happening now. I'm meeting my friends, or I'm meeting my friends tomorrow. The first sentence is happening now. I'm meeting my friends. The second sentence is happening tomorrow. I'm meeting my friends tomorrow. So the extra word makes a big difference in the meaning of the sentence. So if it's a future plan, you need to say when it's happening. And the third way we can use this tense, to describe or emphasize how often something happens. This tense can also be used to talk about how often something happens. It can be always, 5 times a week, 3 times a year, whatever, but we can use this tense to talk about how often something happens. And it can also be used to emphasize how often something happens, to make it sound like it happens all of the time. Her baby is always crying. The baby cries a lot, but this tense helps us show and emphasize how often the baby cries. He's always crying. It is always raining in England. Again, we're saying how often something happens. I am running 5 times a week at the moment, telling you how often I'm running. We are working 7 days a week at this moment in time. So all of these examples tell you how often something is happening. So the final way to use this tense, we can talk about things that are changing at the moment of speaking. Anything that is continuing to change. Continuous. My grandma's health is improving every day. The situation, her health, is changing. How is it changing? It's improving every day. Her health is improving every day. House prices are rising in London. The situation is changing as we speak. Prices are going up every day. They are rising. The planet is getting warmer and warmer each year. Continuing change. It's getting warmer and warmer. All of these sentences speak about situations that are changing all the time. They are continuously changing. And that's why we use the present continuous tense. So now you know how to structure a sentence and when to use it. It's time for you to practice on your own in this week's homework. I want you to make 2 sentences using the present continuous tense and leave them as a comment on this video. 2 sentences and leave them as a comment on the video. And remember the 3 parts you need: a subject, form of to be, and an ing verb. If your sentence doesn't have those, it will not be this tense. So make sure you use those 3 parts to make your sentences. And the 4 different ways to use this tense needs to be one of these situations: an action that is happening now, something that is planned for the future, how often something happens, and changing situations. So your sentences need to fit one of these situations to make sure it's the correct tense. So choose 2 of them and make 2 sentences and leave them as a comment on this video. Anybody who leaves a comment on this video, I will put onto my Facebook and Instagram stories so people will see how good your English is. So make sure you leave a comment. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Perfect English Alex. Head over to my profile to see daily posts to improve your English. But thank you everybody so much for watching. That is it for this week's lesson. I will see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.